to take part in this platform. Sorry. Further to this, I think it's worth to remember our colleague and brother, Dr. Abdulmunem Al-Kharousi. He was the director of OMREN. He passed away due to COVID last May. So I invite you all to take 1 minute for reading Surah Al-Fatiha or to pray for his soul. Thank you for that. Thank you all for, I'm sorry for the long introduction, but let me now move to our agenda and allow me to invite Oman, His Excellency Dr. Saif bin Abdullah Al-Haddabi. He is Undersecretary for Research and Innovation. I like the word innovation, so we'll take the innovation in our context in the future. At the Ministry of Higher Education. He would be represented, he apologizes, and he is represented by Dr. Najah AlRashdi. She is the Director General of Innovation Center, which is of relevance to us. So let me welcome Dr. Najah. The floor is yours, please, now.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Dear Your Excellencies, dear representatives of the National and Regional Research and Education Networks, scientists, researchers, academics, and students, to the whole community. It is to my pleasure to speak to you today on behalf of His Excellency Dr. Saif bin Abdullah Al-Haddabi, the Undersecretary of the Scientific Research and Innovation at the Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Innovation, and to convey his greetings for a successful conference and fruitful discussions towards enhancing the role of research and education infrastructure in the Arab region. Building on the vision of the Sultanate, previously 2020 and the current vision 2040, Oman established the Omani Research and Education Network, OMREN, in 2014 with very high-level commitment and support from the Omani leaders. With this support and leadership, OMREN has established itself over the years as one of the most advanced national research and education networks in the world through the provision of high-quality connectivity and advanced services in support of the national and international R&E collaborations in the Sultanate. Please let me recall here the role of the late Dr. Abdulmunem Al-Kharousi, Director of OMREN, who sadly passed away this year, with his significant contribution to OMREN and to the Arab research and education networks as well. By his exceptional efforts and remarkable determination that OMREN is what it is today. Recently, OMREN conducted its annual OMREN Technology Summit under the patronage and support of the Ministry of Transport and Communication and Information Technology and the Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Innovation, with more than 500 participants from 20 countries, featuring 26 speakers. The focus of the discussions was primarily on enhancing research and education through the development of a robust, sustainable, and reliable research and education infrastructure, typically provided at the national level by the national research and education networks, and through regional research and education networks at the regional level. The OMREN Technology Summit recognized the importance of the development of research and education infrastructure in the Arab countries. This is motivated by the need for high-speed internet connectivity, to conduct research through open science, and to share data-intensive computations, repositories, and experiences among scientists in Oman and other countries in the Arab region, Europe, and the rest of the world, and to ensure that the Arab region has a firm place on the global R&E connectivity map. The Arab States Research and Education Network, which is the unifying voice of the Arab Research and Education Network community. The OMREN agreed to announce the Muscat Declaration on supporting the development of national and regional research and education infrastructure. The main objectives of this declaration is a call of action to recognize and foster the role of the research and education networks across the Arab region, and to advocate as follows. First, the necessity and urgency of developing a national research and education network in the countries that currently are without. This should be associated with the governance and sustainability plans and actions. Second, supporting the existing research and education networks in the Arab countries by providing them with the required capacities, capabilities, and funding following successful models in some Arab countries. And third, the necessity and urgency of supporting the development of a regional pan-Arab research and education network to facilitate RNA collaborations across Arab countries and beyond by endorsing the ongoing mission of the Arab States Research and Education Network. National research and education networks in the Gulf region are called upon to join forces among each others and with ASREN for optimized national international internet capacity deployment, for creating an Arab-wide sharing and learning community, and for ensuring participation in discussions and activities for the global RNA networking community. Now, this is to be supported by national authorities and stakeholders. Those are the ministries of higher education and scientific research to support the creation and sustainability of those networks, ministries of information and communications technologies to support the establishment of the national network and to facilitate interconnecting universities and research institutions, national telecom regulatory and national telecom operators to provide subsidized and tariffs in addition to the possibility of providing corporate social responsibility and the National ICT Fund. National funding and national research and education authorities to take the appropriate responsibility, especially in terms of funding, sustainability, and monitoring. Also, this to be supported by regional organizations. Those are the League of Arab States and the Arab regional organizations, including Arab League Educational, Culture and Scientific Organizations, Association of African Universities, Federation of Arab Scientific Research Council, Arab Information Technology Organization, Arab Monetary Fund, Islamic Development Bank, Arab Fund of Economic and Social Development, in addition to the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, are all invited to support the development of this pan-Arab regional research and education network. As I see this oneness and collaboration between all the parties to create a harmony towards mutual benefits, I can only expect a stronger connection and a one-way direction to achieve the targets we are looking for. And it is with so much appreciation and gratefulness to this wonderful team that I will end my speech by wishing you all the best of luck. And with all that have been achieved during the past years, we hope that next year will carry with it greater opportunities and wider ambitions for continuous development and prosperity for the Arab nations and the whole world to be healthy and peacefully connected. All the best. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much, Dr. Najah. Indeed, innovation comes from Oman. It starts with Muscat Declaration, which is a very important declaration. I'd like to thank the Ministry, special thanks to Dr. Saif bin Abdullah al-Haddabi for taking the concept of Muscat Declaration to action and to recommendation, which has been circulated and approved also by our chairman with the press release altogether, and now it's going through the various targets, and we hope we can take it, get some news that we can announce next year as just you called.